Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt that heavy, dull sensation in your legs? Not pain exactly, just weakness. A subtle lack of control that makes walking across the room feel like effort. Or maybe you've noticed something else. Something a bit more private. For many men and women over 60, there's a quiet change they hesitate to talk about. That early morning drive, that sense of vitality down there, fades. Things that once felt natural now feel like a struggle. Whether it's intimacy, stamina, or even bathroom control, something's shifted. And most just chalk it up to aging. But what if the real culprit isn't your age? What if it's your breakfast? We've been told for decades that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but rarely are we told what kind of breakfast matters most for seniors. What you eat first thing in the morning sends a direct chemical message to your body. And that message either says circulation on, strength up, or shut it down. Here's the part most people miss. After you turn 60, your vascular system, the highways that carry oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and organs, becomes more sensitive to what you feed it. This is especially true in the pelvic region, an area rich in tiny blood vessels, nerves, and muscles responsible for your balance, bladder control, and yes, sexual function. So if you wake up, skip breakfast, or reach for a slice of toast and coffee with nothing else, you may be starting your day in the worst possible way for circulation. Studies now show that what you eat at 8 a.m. has a direct impact on blood flow, nerve signaling, and muscle tone for the rest of your day. In fact, missing out on certain foods, or worse, eating harmful ones, can reduce blood supply to your lower body by as much as 20% within just a few hours. Let's break that down. Reduced blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients where you need them most. That leads to slower muscle recovery, reduced nerve sensitivity, and over time, visible signs like cold feet, numbness in the thighs or groin, weak or disappearing morning erections in men, more frequent urination, a general feeling of heaviness or fatigue in your hips and legs. And the worst part? Many of these symptoms are preventable or even reversible when you give your body the right food at the right time. One recent clinical review from the Journal of Clinical Gerontology found that older adults who consumed protein-rich, anti-inflammatory meals within the first hour of waking had significantly improved vascular function after just 2 weeks. What does that mean in plain English? The right breakfast helps open your blood vessels. It helps your muscles tighten and release with better rhythm. It restores nerve signals that affect both sensation and control. In short, it helps you feel alive again. But most people don't realize this. They start their day with cereal, white bread, pastries, or just coffee. These foods spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, and constrict blood vessels, especially the small ones in your pelvis and legs. It's like starting your morning with a faucet half turned off. Now here's the good news. You don't need a complicated diet. You don't need to skip breakfast. And you don't need a prescription pill. In fact, several foods you likely already have in your kitchen can dramatically improve circulation and performance down there if you eat them consistently, and especially at 8 a.m. This video is going to walk you through the 5 best foods for circulation, strength, and sensitivity below the waist. These foods don't just help you feel more energized. They target the root cause of weakness, blocked blood flow, and underfed muscles. You'll also learn why most breakfast foods work against your circulation. The truth about eggs, oats, watermelon, and sweet potatoes. One powerful combination that works like nature's support system for your blood vessels. And how to begin a simple routine that can show noticeable results in just 7 to 11 days. If you've ever looked at your legs and thought, why do they feel heavier lately? Or noticed intimacy changes and blamed age, it's time to try something different. You don't need to accept decline. Not yet. Not when your body is still capable of rebuilding. Not when something as simple as a well-timed meal can begin restoring your strength, starting tomorrow morning. Let's begin. Let's start with a truth that often gets overlooked. The body never stops trying to heal. Even after 60, 70, or 80 years of wear and tear, your body still wakes up each morning looking for one thing: the right fuel to keep going strong. And when it doesn't get that fuel, especially first thing in the morning, it starts making sacrifices. Circulation slows. Muscles shrink. Nerves dull, and your legs, hips, or groin start to show signs of fatigue, stiffness, or that awkward, uncomfortable numbness that many seniors assume is just aging. But here's the big idea of this video, and the message we need to drive home today. What you eat at 8 a.m. can either strengthen your lower body or silently steal your circulation. That's not an exaggeration. It's backed by research from institutions like Harvard Medical School, which has shown that nitric oxide production, the chemical your body uses to open blood vessels, is highly responsive to certain morning nutrients. The Journal of Aging and Health, which found that seniors who consumed a targeted breakfast rich in key amino acids and antioxidants saw measurable improvements in both vascular flow and pelvic muscle activity in under 2 weeks. The American Urological Association, which has directly linked dietary habits to age-related decline in sexual performance, especially in men over 60. So, why is breakfast so important? Because after 8 to 10 hours without food, your body is in a catabolic state. That means it's burning through reserves, pulling energy from wherever it can get it, including your muscles. Your arteries are slightly constricted. Your nervous system is on alert. And the first nutrients you give your body will determine what happens next. If you eat sugar-heavy toast, low-protein cereal, or skip breakfast altogether, your body doesn't get the nitric oxide it needs. It doesn't get the muscle-building amino acids. It doesn't get the minerals to support nerve health. Instead, it doubles down on decline. On the flip side, if you eat the right foods rich in L-arginine, L-citrulline, potassium, magnesium, and complete proteins, your blood vessels relax. Your muscles receive nutrients. Your nerve endings come alive. That's when real change happens. You feel it in your legs when they feel lighter and less stiff. Groin when you notice warmth or sensation returning. Energy when you don't need that mid-morning nap just to stay upright. That's what we want for you. And it's absolutely possible. This video isn't just a list of foods. It's a circulation reboot plan. You'll learn the 5 best foods that restore blood flow and nerve function below the waist. Why certain healthy foods like bagels or yogurt cups may be silently sabotaging your energy. How to pair ingredients together for maximum effect. The perfect time to eat them hint, within 1 hour of waking. And how to start a routine that helps you feel results in as little as 11 days. Let's be clear, this isn't about six-pack abs or gimmicky detoxes. This is about reclaiming your power where it matters most. Your freedom of movement, your confidence, and your sense of control over your body. One of our subscribers, Mark, age 68, shared his experience in the comments a few weeks ago. He said, "I used to skip breakfast or just have toast and coffee. My legs were always sore by 10 a.m. Then I followed the 8 a.m. plan, eggs, oats, watermelon. Within 8 days, I felt like I got 10 years back in my legs. And that spark down there came back too. That's not a miracle. That's biology. You give your body the right signals, and it listens. The question is, are you sending the right signals? This video will help you get clear. We'll walk you through each food one by one. You'll understand why it works, how to prepare it, and how to tailor it to your needs, whether you're managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or just starting to take your health more seriously. And if you're someone who's felt overlooked by most health advice out there, especially when it comes to intimacy or circulation issues, know this: you're not alone, and this channel is for you. We believe that healthy and strong seniors deserve specific, science-backed, and practical solutions. No fluff, no shame, no confusion. Just real tools for real people who still have goals, dreams, and lives to live. So let's dive in. Up next, the first of 5 powerful foods that can boost circulation down there and energize your legs, hips, and muscle for the day ahead. Let's open that kitchen cabinet and change your mornings for good. Let's set something straight right now. Just because you're aging doesn't mean your strength, energy, or intimacy has to fade. The problem is most seniors are living with the wrong assumptions. They've been told for years. It's just part of getting old. That stiffness is normal. Slower circulation? It's to be expected. Low libido or weak sensation? It happens to everyone. Here's what they haven't been told. Your morning meal, maybe silently programming your body to stay weak. And once you understand how your body actually works after 60, you'll never look at breakfast the same way again. Let's bust the number one myth right now. Muscle loss, poor circulation, and sexual decline are all just part of aging. No, they're not. Yes, aging brings changes, but weakness, numbness, low energy, and poor blood flow below the waist aren't mandatory. They're symptoms of neglect, not inevitability. And the biggest form of neglect happens in the first hour of your day. Let's explore what actually happens inside your body overnight and why breakfast matters more now than ever. The nighttime decline and morning opportunity. While you sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's repairing. It's burning calories. It's losing hydration. It's breaking down tissues to stay fueled. That includes your muscles, your blood vessels, and the pelvic nerves that control everything from bladder strength to sexual function. So by the time you wake up, your body is in a catabolic state, which simply means your body is breaking down faster than it's building up. This is especially dangerous after 60 because your metabolism is slower. Your nitric oxide production, which supports blood flow, has already dropped by over 50% compared to your youth. Your ability to digest and absorb nutrients efficiently is lower. And most importantly, your morning muscle response is muted unless it receives the right fuel. Now think about what most seniors eat for breakfast. White toast, cereal with skim milk, coffee with sugar, a pastry or fruit juice. That kind of breakfast triggers blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and vasoconstriction, narrowing of blood vessels. Translation: you're turning off circulation. You're telling your body, stay weak, stay stiff, stay numb. But when you flip the script, when you eat arginine-rich, nitrate-rich, and protein-balanced meals, your body goes into anabolic mode. Muscle protein synthesis gets triggered. Blood vessels open wide. Oxygen delivery increases. Nerves receive nutrients. And the pelvic floor, the most overlooked muscle group in older adults, wakes up. That's the switch we're trying to turn on every morning. And the exciting news is, it doesn't take a lot to flip it, just the right foods, at the right time. Meet your morning heroes, biologically speaking. Here are the key nutrients your body is craving at breakfast if you want to. Improve leg and groin circulation. Strengthen the pelvic floor. Support bladder and sexual health. Boost overall energy and balance. L-arginine and L-citrulline. These amino acids are responsible for nitric oxide production, the compound that opens your blood vessels wide. More blood flow equals more energy, sensation, and performance. Leucine. This is the amino acid that kickstarts muscle repair, especially in the lower body. Magnesium and potassium. They regulate muscle contractions and help stabilize nerve signals. Vitamin B12 and choline. These support nerve function and hormonal balance, critical for confidence down there. Complex carbohydrates, needed to restore glycogen in your muscles, preventing the leg weakness and shaking you might feel after a poor night's rest. All of these nutrients can be found in foods like eggs with the yolk, oats with chia seeds, beets, watermelon, steamed sweet potatoes, Greek yogurt with flaxseed, avocado, and smoked salmon, and even the humble banana when paired with protein. Each of these will be broken down step by step later in this video, so you'll know exactly what to eat and how to prepare it. Why most men feel off after 60 and don't know why. The groin is one of the first regions to show symptoms of poor circulation. Yet it's the last place most people address with diet. You might feel a dull ache or pressure in the pelvis, numbness in the thighs or groin, trouble with bladder control, sluggishness when walking, less sensitivity during intimacy, or simply not feeling like yourself anymore. Most attribute it to age, but it's often the result of years of poor nutrient delivery to one of the most vascular parts of the body, your lower trunk. Change your morning habits, and your body finally gets the chance to repair what was slipping away. So here's the truth, plain and simple. Your first meal isn't just breakfast. It's your body's first instruction for the day. Tell it to stay inflamed and constricted, and it will. Tell it to rebuild, circulate, and energize, and it will. And the best part? This isn't complicated. You don't need a supplement. You don't need an expensive doctor visit. You don't even need to work out. Yet, all you need to do is put the right foods in your body. Foods we'll walk through in the next sections, and give yourself a chance to feel like you again. Let's get into the most important part. The 5 foods that can unlock circulation, strengthen pelvic muscles, and give you back the confidence and control you've been missing. Are you ready? Beneficial foods. The 5 circulation-boosting breakfasts. If you're over 60 and serious about restoring circulation down there, supporting pelvic strength, and regaining the energy you used to have, then what you put on your plate every morning matters more than you think. These 5 simple foods may already be in your kitchen, but once you understand how to use them strategically, they become powerful tools for improving blood flow, nerve response, and confidence where it counts. Let's walk through them one by one. 1. Whole eggs, nature's circulation starter. You've probably had eggs your whole life, but did you know that whole eggs, especially the yolks, contain exactly the nutrients your lower body is begging for after 60? Forget the outdated fear about cholesterol. Modern studies from institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and Harvard confirm that moderate egg consumption 1 to 2 per day can actually support healthy cholesterol and vascular function. Why eggs work? Vitamin D in the yolks supports testosterone and nerve health. B12 and choline enhance nervous system function and blood vessel integrity. Leucine, a key amino acid, jumpstarts muscle repair in the pelvic floor. Muscles critical for erection control, bladder function, and even balance. This is why so many men report a dramatic improvement in morning energy, leg strength, and even intimacy confidence after just 7 to 10 days of adding eggs back to breakfast. For best results, eat them within an hour of waking, pair with hydration. Boiled, poached, or scrambled, all are effective. 2. Steel-cut oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. If your breakfast includes sugary cereal or white toast, it's time for a change. Steel-cut oats are a powerhouse for vascular health. Why they work? High in beta-glucan, a special fiber that removes cholesterol buildup in arteries. Provides slow-digesting carbs to fuel your muscles, not spike your insulin. Chia seeds add omega-3s, magnesium, and potassium, perfect for relaxing tight blood vessels and improving blood flow. A warm bowl of oats with chia seeds is like a spa treatment for your arteries. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon or blueberries to amplify antioxidant support. Many seniors report lighter legs, reduced cramping, and better stamina after just 5 to 7 days of switching from toast to oats. 3. Watermelon, the natural vasodilator. This one surprises most people. Watermelon isn't just a refreshing summer snack. It's one of the most powerful foods for opening up blood vessels in the entire body. Here's why. Watermelon is rich in L-citrulline, which converts to L-arginine, boosting nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the same compound ED medications are designed to elevate. It helps relax blood vessels and increase blood flow to the groin. It's also hydrating, supports kidney function, and helps reduce blood pressure. For best results, eat 2 to 3 slices of watermelon before or with breakfast on an empty stomach. And don't throw out the white rind. It contains the highest concentration of citrulline. Try blending it into a smoothie. Many seniors report a noticeable improvement in sensitivity and morning energy when watermelon becomes a breakfast staple. 4. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic sea salt, the mineral balancer. You wouldn't expect sweet potatoes to support circulation down there, but they do, and quite effectively, especially when paired with the right mineral-rich salt. Why this combo works. Sweet potatoes provide complex carbs to replenish muscle energy without spiking blood sugar. Rich in potassium, magnesium, and fiber, they support nerve signals and vascular tone. Celtic sea salt contains over 80 trace minerals that support hydration and nerve conductivity, both of which decline with age and directly affect blood flow to your lower body. Start with half a steamed sweet potato, add a light sprinkle of Celtic salt, and pair with warm water. It's a grounding, stabilizing breakfast choice for those with leg cramps, poor balance, or morning fatigue. 5. Beets, the circulation amplifier. If there were a single food designed to increase blood flow and oxygen delivery to the pelvis, it would be beets. Beets are packed with nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide, again, opening up blood vessels naturally. But they also do something more. They improve mitochondrial efficiency, the part of your cells that create energy. They reduce blood pressure, even in people with existing hypertension, and they increase oxygen delivery to your muscles, especially important for the pelvic region, which is full of small, sensitive vessels that often get overlooked. Try adding half a cup of steamed or roasted beets to your breakfast plate 3 to 4 times a week. If you prefer, beet powder in a smoothie works too. Just make sure it's from a natural source without fillers. Many men report improved urinary control, increased stamina, and even better sleep from regular beet intake in the morning. These 5 foods are simple, familiar, affordable, but when used strategically, especially in the morning, they send a clear biological message. It's time to rebuild. It's time to restore. It's time to feel alive again. And here's the beauty. You don't have to eat all 5 every day. Even just choosing 2 per morning, rotating them through your week, can make a measurable difference in how your body performs, especially in circulation to your lower body. So tomorrow morning, before the pills, before the fatigue sets in, before you push through another sluggish day, try feeding your body what it really needs. The 4 breakfast foods silently sabotaging circulation down there. By now, you know that the right breakfast foods can restore blood flow, rebuild strength, and reawaken confidence in your lower body. But what if you're accidentally undoing all that progress before it even begins? Many seniors start their day with habits they've had for decades, foods they trust because they're familiar. But some of those seemingly harmless choices may be the exact reason circulation to your pelvic area has slowed. Let's walk through the 4 most common breakfast foods that quietly sabotage male circulation after 60, and what to eat instead. 1. Sugary breakfast cereals, the blood vessel closer. Those colorful cereal boxes may bring back childhood memories, but here's the adult reality. Many of them are loaded with refined sugar, processed grains, and artificial dyes that directly disrupt vascular health. What happens when you eat them? Blood sugar spikes, causing insulin surges that inflame blood vessels. Nitric oxide production drops, making arteries less flexible and more prone to narrowing. Over time, repeated sugar hits lead to endothelial dysfunction, where the lining of your blood vessels can no longer expand properly. The result? Sluggish blood flow to key muscles and organs, especially below the waist. Even so-called healthy cereals marked as whole grain or low-fat often contain added sugars and refined flours that strip your body of nutrients and lead to energy crashes. A better choice, steel-cut oats with cinnamon and chia seeds. They stabilize blood sugar, cleanse your arteries, and deliver real energy. 2. White bread or toast, the empty carb trap. White bread might seem like an innocent base for your eggs or jam, but it's often worse than a donut when it comes to how your body processes it. Here's why. White bread is made from refined flour, stripped of its fiber and nutrients. It converts to glucose almost instantly, causing a rapid insulin spike. That spike may lead to a short burst of energy, but it's followed by a crash. And during that crash, your body enters a catabolic state, breaking down muscle and restricting blood flow. Even whole wheat bread can be deceptive, with additives, low fiber, and blood sugar impact nearly as bad as white. If you notice heavy legs, mid-morning fatigue, or low stamina during walks, look at your toast. A better choice, whole grain sourdough or sprouted bread, which digests slowly and supports gut health, a key factor in hormone balance and vascular resilience. 3. Breakfast sausage and processed meats, the circulation stiffener. We get it. Sausages smell good, feel hearty, and seem like a solid breakfast choice. But the truth is, most processed meats are poison to aging arteries. What's wrong with them? High in sodium, nitrates, and saturated fat, they constrict blood vessels. These compounds damage the delicate endothelium lining your arteries. Regular consumption of processed meats is directly linked to reduced nitric oxide and poor circulation, especially to small, sensitive blood vessels in the pelvic region. If you're waking up with numbness, tightness in your groin or thighs, or struggling with performance, and sausage is part of your routine, it's time to let it go. A better choice: wild-caught salmon or organic turkey slices, rich in omega-3s and clean protein that support circulation, not sabotage it. 4. Fruit juice, the liquid sugar bomb. You might think orange juice is a healthy way to start the day, but for many seniors, it's one of the fastest ways to damage circulation, especially if you're not pairing it with fiber or protein. Why it's harmful? A single cup of orange juice contains as much sugar as a soda. It causes a rapid insulin spike, leading to inflammation and oxidative stress. That stress weakens your blood vessels over time and reduces vascular elasticity, critical for erectile function and nerve health in the lower body. Even juices labeled 100% fruit can be problematic due to fructose overload, which gets stored in the liver and contributes to insulin resistance. A better choice: fresh fruit like berries or watermelon slices. They contain fiber, antioxidants, and hydrate your body while stabilizing blood sugar. The pattern you can't ignore. All 4 of these harmful breakfast habits have something in common. They cause fast spikes in sugar or salt levels, which inflame and constrict blood vessels. When that happens repeatedly, day after day, year after year, the smaller blood vessels that feed your groin, legs, and pelvic muscles begin to close off. Not completely, but just enough to reduce sensation, responsiveness, strength, control. This is why many older adults report weaker erections, numbness in the feet, tingling in the thighs, or heaviness in the groin and hips, even though their heart seems fine. It's not about general circulation. It's about targeted circulation, and that begins with not sabotaging yourself during breakfast. What to do instead? If these foods are part of your routine, don't panic. You don't have to throw everything out overnight. But here's a smart next step. Do a 7-day breakfast reset. Each morning, swap just one harmful item for one beneficial one. For example, replace sugary cereal with oats plus chia. Swap toast and jelly for boiled eggs plus avocado. Skip the sausage and try salmon or Greek yogurt. Ditch the juice and eat actual fruit. Track how your legs feel. Track your energy. Track your confidence. Chances are, by day 4 or 5, you'll start feeling lighter, warmer, stronger, and more alive where it counts. Let's pause for a moment. Forget the charts, the vitamins, the lists. Strip it all away and ask yourself this. When was the last time you truly felt in control of your body? Not just surviving, but strong, grounded, capable, certain. For many men over 60, the answer is it's been a while. And that realization, it can hurt. It can feel like something precious has slipped away quietly while you were busy living, working, aging. The truth is, we're taught to accept decline as part of getting older. We're told, it's just aging. Slowing down is normal. Erectile changes happen to everyone. But here's what they don't tell you. It doesn't have to stay that way. You see, your body isn't broken. It's just been waiting for a different kind of fuel, a different kind of attention. And when you shift your mindset from, I'm losing it, to I can rebuild it, something powerful happens. Because that loss of strength you felt in your legs, that disconnect you feel down there, that quiet sense that your spark is dimming, it's not your identity. It's a signal. It's your body saying, I still need you to show up. It's time you answered. Aging is not the enemy. Inactivity is. Let's be real. Aging brings changes. Wrinkles, stiffness, slower recovery. That's true. But muscle loss, poor circulation, erectile dysfunction, fatigue, those are not mandatory. They're the results of years of skipped movement, fast, sugary breakfasts, shallow breathing and shallow rest. Neglect, not inevitability. That's the part no one says out loud. We don't lose vitality just because of candles on a cake. We lose it because we stop investing in ourselves. And that's what this moment is really about. Not food, not breakfast, not supplements, but ownership. This isn't about just feeling better. This is about the man who still wants to travel with his wife, who wants to pick up his grandchild without grunting, who wants to walk into the bedroom with confidence, not hesitation. This is about freedom from fear, from pills, from that subtle shame that creeps in when your body doesn't do what it used to. And most importantly, it's about hope. Because if a few food swaps at 8 a.m. can restore blood flow, reduce numbness, improve intimacy, and bring back your fire, imagine what's possible in the next 11 days. Food is not just fuel, it's communication. We need to shift the way we think about meals. You're not just eating to stop hunger. You're sending instructions. When you eat a boiled egg instead of a bagel, you say, repair the pelvic floor, support blood flow. When you add chia to your oats, you say, clean the arteries, feed the heart. When you steam that sweet potato and sprinkle salt, you say, ground me, power me, stabilize my steps. Every bite you take in the morning becomes a message. We're still building. We're still strong. We're not done yet. The legs, the groin, the core, they're not just parts of your body. They're your foundation, your mobility, your dignity, your identity as a man. When those areas start to weaken, slowly, quietly, you don't just lose physical strength. You start to pull back emotionally. You second-guess your balance, your energy, your worth. But the beauty of the human body is this. It remembers how to heal. Give it the tools, and it will respond. Give it protein, fiber, minerals, and movement. It will respond faster than you believe. You're not starting over. You're starting again. Maybe you feel like too much time has passed. Maybe you've tried other things, pills, diets, miracle fixes, and got nothing. That's okay. Because this time, you're not chasing a trick. You're reclaiming your routine. And your routine is where change begins. Breakfast is your anchor. 8 a.m. is your reset button. One bowl of oats. One whole egg. One slice of watermelon. That's where your story begins again. This is about more than health. This is about moments. Moments where your legs don't feel like lead. Where your partner notices something different in your posture. Where you stand up from a chair without grabbing the table. It's about waking up and not just surviving, but looking forward to what the day brings. And when you look in the mirror and notice that spark again, however small, remember this. You did that. You fed your body. You moved it. You honored it. And it responded. Actionable takeaway, what to try this week. So we've talked about the why. We've covered the what. Now let's get into the how. Because information, no matter how powerful, doesn't change your body. Action does. But not action that feels overwhelming. Not a complete diet overhaul. Not a 5-day juice cleanse. Not a list of 23 supplements. Just one small shift, done consistently. That's where real transformation begins. And the good news is, you can start tomorrow morning. Let's create your 7-day breakfast challenge. The challenge: reclaim your circulation in 7 mornings. Here's your invitation. For the next 7 mornings, just 7, try replacing your usual breakfast with one of the circulation-boosting meals we've talked about. This isn't a diet. This isn't restriction. This is you sending a message to your muscles, your blood vessels, your heart. We're building again. Here's how the week might look. Day 1, the egg reset. 2 whole boiled eggs plus sautéed spinach plus 1/4 sliced avocado. Why this works? Eggs rebuild pelvic floor muscles. Spinach supplies magnesium for relaxed blood vessels. Avocado offers heart-healthy fats for hormonal balance. Eat within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Day 2, the artery cleanser. Warm steel-cut oats plus chia seeds plus cinnamon plus blueberries. Why it works? Beta-glucan in oats cleans artery walls. Omega-3s in chia reduce inflammation. Cinnamon supports blood sugar and nitric oxide. Drink warm water 10 minutes before eating to prep digestion. Day 3, the confidence bowl. Greek yogurt parfait plus mixed berries plus flaxseed plus drizzle of honey. Why it works? High protein for muscle tissue. Antioxidants for blood vessel repair. Probiotics for hormone balance. Sit down while eating. No multitasking. Let your body receive the signal fully. Day 4, the bedroom booster. 2 slices fresh watermelon plus 1 handful pumpkin seeds plus warm herbal tea. Why it works? Watermelon contains L-citrulline for nitric oxide boost. Pumpkin seeds give zinc and magnesium for testosterone support. Hydration helps deliver nutrients efficiently. Best eaten within 20 minutes of waking, before your main breakfast. Day 5. The Stabilizer. Steamed sweet potato, half plus pinch of Celtic sea salt, plus 1 cup warm lemon water. Why it works? Restores electrolytes lost overnight. Fuels lower body muscle glycogen. Balances blood pressure gently. Ideal for men who wake up with heavy or stiff legs. Day 6. Your favorite combo. Pick your favorite from the first 5 days and repeat it with mindfulness. Ask yourself, did I feel more alert? Less numbness in legs or groin? Was intimacy or energy better? This reflection builds habit. It helps you listen to your body. It turns meals into insight. Day 7. The Power Blend. Simple breakfast smoothie. Half a cup Greek yogurt. 1/2 banana. 1/4 cup cooked sweet potato. Pinch cinnamon. Half a teaspoon flaxseed. Water to blend. Why it works? Balanced, fast-digesting nutrients. Portable and gentle on digestion. Perfect for post-walk or stretch days. Bonus, sip slowly. Take 10 minutes. Let land. Still not sure you can commit? Try this instead. Not ready to do a full week? Then do just one morning. Just tomorrow. Here's what to say to yourself. Just today, I'll eat to support circulation. That's it. You don't need perfection. You need a signal. Your body doesn't need 100% compliance. It needs consistency and kindness. Need a boost? Make it a ritual. Choose a time. Choose a spot. Put on calm music. Light a candle. Make your breakfast a 10-minute sacred ritual. You deserve that. Track your wins, even small ones. Keep a small notebook, or just a note on your phone. Each day, right? Did I eat for circulation today? What did I notice? What will I do tomorrow? This keeps your brain engaged. And when you see progress, even subtle, you'll be more motivated to keep going. Remember this mantra. Every bite is a signal. Every morning is a second chance. Start using that as your reminder. Put on a sticky note. Put near your coffee maker. Because when you feed your circulation, you feed your confidence. When you nourish your body, you nourish your manhood. When you take 10 minutes for you, you reclaim your power. Let's pause here for a second. You've made it through the most important part of this video. You now know more about how circulation works down there than most people will ever hear from a doctor. You know which foods fight decline. You know when to eat them for maximum benefit. You know that this isn't just about breakfast. It's about quality of life. So let me ask you something personal. What are you going to do with what you've learned? Because you now have a choice. You can file this video away in the back of your mind. Say, that was interesting, and go back to your usual morning routine. Or you can make one tiny change. Just one. Maybe it's eggs instead of toast. Maybe it's oats instead of cereal. Maybe it's watermelon slices before your coffee. Whatever it is, if it moves you toward strength, toward energy, toward confidence, then that's a win. That's a victory. Why your story matters. Now let me share something with you that you might not realize. Your voice, your experience matters here. This channel isn't just about videos. It's about a community of people over 60 who are done being ignored. Done being told it's just aging. Done feeling invisible. We believe senior health matters. We believe circulation, strength, intimacy, and vitality matter. If you believe that too, then we want you here with us. So do this now, while it's still fresh in your mind. Click the like button if this message resonated with you. It helps more seniors find this life-changing information. Leave a comment below telling me which of the 5 foods you're most excited to try. Or share your story if you've struggled with circulation, leg heaviness, or intimacy. I read every comment. Really, I do. Because your feedback shapes this channel. Your journey helps others. And it's in those stories that we find strength together. Subscribe and stick around. If you're not already subscribed, here's your invitation. Join our community of seniors who refuse to settle for weakness and decline. Click that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. We're creating weekly videos on strength restoration after 60, better circulation and joint support, natural food remedies backed by science, exercises for muscle and pelvic floor repair, mental wellness, motivation, and energy renewal. This is your channel, created for you with you in mind. And there's so much more coming. In the next video, we're diving into the 3 worst morning habits that secretly kill testosterone and slow your body's recovery after 60. You won't want to miss that, especially if you've been feeling off lately. One last thought. You might be feeling hopeful, or maybe still skeptical. That's okay. But I want to remind you of this. Every journey starts with a small, imperfect step. You don't need a perfect routine or flawless meals. You just need intention. Start by showing up for yourself at breakfast. That's it. And if you ever need a place to start over, a little push, or just a reminder that your health is worth the effort, this channel is here for you. We're not just here to talk at you. We're here to walk with you. So hit the like, leave your comment, and let's keep showing the world that strength doesn't retire at 60. It begins. Again, doctor's note, safety tips for seniors on medications. Before you rush to your kitchen and start loading up on watermelon and oats, there's something crucial we need to cover: your medications. If you're over 60, chances are you're on 1 or more prescriptions. And that's okay. But it also means that what you eat can either help or interfere with your treatment. So here are a few key safety reminders, straight from medical professionals who specialize in senior care. 1. Whole eggs and cholesterol medications. Eggs are powerful circulation supporters, but they're also a source of dietary cholesterol. If you're taking statins or other cholesterol-lowering medications, eating eggs in moderation is usually fine, but always monitor your blood work and check in with the doctor if you plan to increase egg consumption regularly. The egg yolk is where most of the nutrients and the cholesterol live. Don't skip it unless advised. It's the part that feeds your muscles. Doctor's tip: limit to 1 to 2 eggs per day and combine with high-fiber foods like oats or leafy greens to help balance cholesterol absorption. 2. Watermelon and blood pressure medication. Watermelon is rich in L-citrulline, which naturally relaxes blood vessels and helps lower blood pressure. If you're already taking antihypertensive drugs, adding watermelon can enhance the effect, sometimes too much. This might cause lightheadedness, dizziness, or a sudden drop in blood pressure, especially in the morning. Doctor's tip: start small, 2 slices max, and eat it before your main breakfast. Monitor how your body reacts over a few days. 3. Chia seeds and blood thinners. Chia seeds are an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids, which promote healthy circulation. However, they can thin your blood slightly, so if you're on warfarin, Eliquis, or aspirin, large amounts may increase your risk of bruising or bleeding. The fiber in chia also slows digestion, which can delay the absorption of some medications. Doctor's tip: use no more than 1 tablespoon per day if you're on a blood thinner, and avoid taking meds within an hour of consuming chia-rich meals. 4. Sweet potatoes and blood sugar. Sweet potatoes are a fantastic source of slow-release carbs, but if you're taking insulin or diabetes medications, they can still impact your blood sugar. Even though they have a lower glycemic index, eating them in combination with other carbs like fruit or toast can spike your levels unexpectedly. Doctor's tip: pair sweet potatoes with protein or healthy fat like a boiled egg or avocado to keep blood sugar stable. Monitor your glucose 1 hour after eating. 5. Always consult your physician before changing your diet. This might sound obvious, but don't skip it. No YouTube video, blog, or health guru knows your medical history better than your doctor. If you're planning to overhaul your breakfast, introduce new foods regularly, or adjust your supplements based on videos like this, run it by your doctor or a registered dietitian. It's not about permission, it's about partnership. Doctor's tip: bring a list of food from this video to your next appointment. Ask your doctor, is this safe for me to eat regularly? That one question could prevent complications and help you personalize your diet for better results. You deserve to feel better, but you also deserve to feel safe while making changes. Let food be your medicine, but never forget that medicine has rules. Stay informed, stay curious, stay strong.